Hello everyone, today we are going to start a new channel of none other than the one and only Mikhail Tal. Of course, before we start analyzing the game here, we have chess puzzle. Can you find the best continuation for black? Now it's back to play. If you can find the best continuation for black, please comment below and tell what is the best continuation. In 3 moves, white quit. Now on with the game. We have Tal in black and his opponent in white is Toran. This game was played in 1961 European Team Championship. Now white started with the c4 pawn, the English opening, and black responded, Tal responded with e5, knight to c3, d6, g3, preparing to develop his bishop. Tal pushed his pawn on f7 to f5. Now white responded with d4. Now black was forced to push his pawn. White, of course, played f3, of course, preparing if he was going to take, then white will take, developing his knight, and then the bishop to this square, and then castle, kingside. Now Tal was forced to develop his knight, and then developing the bishop, preparing for his plan. Now he is forced to take with the knight, and then developing. Tal played g6, preparing to develop his bishop and castle, kingside 2. White castled, black developed his bishop to g7, e4, of course, starting the attack at the middle, take, of course, then developing the knight, preparing to take with either knights. And now Tal castled kingside, and just now white took with the knight g5, take pawn on e4. Of course, for Tal this is not the best continuation. For Tal it's better to take with the c4. Now we can see here Tal's analysis of this move. How did he analyze which is best? For his analysis, he's going to develop the knight and then take, and then check. King is forced to move to g7, and then threatening to take the queen, which forces the black to take with the castle. Of course, with the rook, of course, it's better than to move your queen, and then take the bishop and take. Of course, since the black bishop is pinned, then it's better to threaten, blocking the pin with the white bishop, and then take. Of course, it's still partially pinned. The white rook, you can't move it, or else you are going to lose your queen. Threatening to take the white bishop, of course, then check, moving out of the way. Take, and in this position white is better with 2 rooks. Of course, black will be up 2 pawns, but white is better for the 2 rooks, and black will have a knight and a rook. This is how Tal analyzed which is better. Now on with the game. After, of course, white took with the g5 knight, black took with his f knight. Of course, white preferred to exchange rooks, and that's what happened. Take with the queen, and now take with the knight. Black, which is Mikhail Tal, developed his knight to c6, developing the bishop, protecting the pawn on d4. And white developed, of course, black developed the white bishop to f5, threatening the knight on e4. Black as for Tal, this is considered as a passive move. And just now, black played rook to e8. In this position, Tal says that he declined an offer for a draw. For this position, now black's position is much better than white. We are going to see now how, of course. Now playing knight to g5 for Tal, this is a late move because it should have been played just as I have explained before. He should have kept the knight on this square before. Now in this position, black sacrificed his rook, took the bishop on e3. And now before white can take the rook, he checked the king, of course, on g8. Now is forced to move to h8, and just now played the knight on f7, and for Tal he is forced to sacrifice his queen. He can't afford to let the white do the windmill tactic, so he took and then took with the bishop. And in this position, black played rook to d3, for threatening to take the queen. And as for white, he is up in material. Of course, he has a queen, and black doesn't have a queen, so it's better to keep the queen. Move to e2, and just now black took with the bishop on d4 with a check, moving out of the way and getting the knight into the game, and threatening also to take the bishop. But it's better to continue with the attack on the king since all the pieces are active. Here we have the rook in a very excellent position, and of course we have the white bishop, the white square's bishop and the black square's bishop is all developed, and the knight is in a very important square. Then all the pieces are active. So of course threatening to take the rook and getting the rook into the game. Black continued chasing the queen, moving out of the way, check, and then moving out of the way, and also threatening to take the queen. As he moved in this position, white resigned, because one way or another, I think Tal, is going to, in this position, protecting the knight, he's going to chase the king, and this bishop is gone. I think it's in some point in the game it's gone, and for white, all the active pieces just too heavy, too hard to handle. An amazing forced sacrifice for Tal, but he managed to develop all his pieces. In the end, the game was won. Thank you very much for watching. Please tell us what do you think about the game. If you have any recommendations, write it below. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next games.